The final one of test is has just taken off. Finally, the concluding test, which had all cricket fans waiting for 1 year, and today I take delight to have Nishant Jeet Arora with me to discuss on this final test, which has taken off already. And before I ask Nishant about his views, an important update that England have won the toss and opted to bowl first. Nishant, if I can ask you about a quick view on your thoughts about this final test, what are you expecting from this? Because after a 1 year gap, this final test is being played. What differences are you expecting to see compared to those four tests that had been played last year and this one test?
First and foremost, thank you so much, Damini, and thanks for having me here. It's nice to see you, and we are talking about red ball cricket, white clothes. I'm a diehard Test cricket lover, and this is going to be a great Test match because in last 1 year a lot has changed. We have two new captains, two new coaches. Um, I will feel that if this test match was happening last year, like it was happening as a series, India would have got the momentum because India was playing some outstanding cricket at that time. But if you look at the current England side and the form in which they are in, especially since Brendan McCullum has taken over and uh, Ben Stokes has become the captain, it is looking a very, very different side. And the way they played against New Zealand, it was absolutely fantastic. And I think that will be one of the biggest challenges for India. This is not that England team. This is a very, very different England team. And it just again shows that how things can turn around in cricket. Like if you just make two, three small little changes, and you suddenly see a very different side. And on the other hand, I'm really, really excited to see Jasprit Bumrah as a captain. I always feel that bowlers don't get their due in cricket. Sometimes I feel that they are not considered as leaders. They also have the equal ability to think about the game. But sometimes we think that they have so much on the plate because they have to bowl, uh, and they are not given this responsibility. Bumrah is one of the sharpest cricketers, one of the most outstanding journeys of Indian cricket. And it is so happy to, I'm so happy to see him doing this. So this is one opportunity for him, but we'll get a glimpse of Bumrah, the leader, in these coming 5 days. So I'm really excited to see this test match. It is uh, the Indian team which is trying to reinforce their status as one of the best touring sides. This current Indian side, best touring side, versus the resurgent England, who have found a new way. Uh, I would say new depth and a completely different outlook to play the cricket.
Indeed, all of us are excited, and the Indian team has Nishant Arora's wish being answered that finally a bowler has been given his due, handed over the captaincy. Joyda, welcome to the show. I'll ask you quickly how hurtful will Team India be in the absence of their their ace batter Rohit Sharma, because we before today's match we had the likes of Ben Stokes, Moeen Ali, and even David Malan coming forward with the thinkings that they feel Team India is undercooked, and they will definitely, though they find Team India a very good side, but still they feel that with the absence of KL Rahul and Rohit Sharma not being in the opener slots, so Team India might be finding that opening partnership not very helpful for them, not taking off very well for them. How do you see this scenario for Team India now, more so because it's a like a 12-month gap for them? Had they continued with their momentum last year, perhaps we would have been confident that they would sail through. But with this 12-month gap, and we are seeing an absolutely resurgent England team, how do you see Team India take this final test?
Thank you. As always, it's lovely being here. Yeah, I agree with Nishant. I think the momentum that India had a couple of last year, the same moment is not there. But I also think that this New Zealand team and this Indian attack is totally different. will not be so easy to play so freely against this Indian attack as it will be against this how much they got. Otherwise, India is such a good team. Yeah, preparation-wise, they've had the best preparation they could have. They've done their bit, and now once the game starts, see, missing Rohit is a big one. That I agree because already he's the skipper. He's also one of the main batters of the team. That, and I'm also very happy for Bumrah. Sometimes Nishant was saying bowlers don't get the deal. I agree with it. But the problem with making bowlers captains, they either underbowl them or overbowl themselves in either ones. You don't want either of them to happen. See, when you're a batsman, you just go and bat at your designated place. But some of the greatest captains have also been bowlers. Imran Khan was a bowler. A lot of these guys have been bowlers. Kapil Dev was a bowler. And Ian Botham was mainly a bowler who batted. So there have been a lot of great bowlers who have gone on to lead well. And I have no doubt, I mean, Nishant knows Bumrah a lot better than I do personally. And if he says that he's one of the sharpest cricketers around, that augurs well for Indian cricket.
Very true. All goes well for the Indian team, and we do hope all goes well for the Indian team. A quick one before we call it quits for this show. Nishant, uh, we have let's talk about India's opening batters Shubman Gill and Cheteshwar Pujara. Cheteshwar Pujara had his position being questioned a lot, especially after India's dismal performance in the Test series in South Africa earlier this year. But we were getting to hear news, even watching how Cheteshwar Pujara, came back with a bang in the county cricket. Like the centuries were at his doorstep, it seemed. So how would you take us through Cheteshwar Pujara's approach and mindset in this game? How important would you feel this game would be for Pujara to perhaps ensure that he manages to cement his place back into the Indian team? And also in this match, how do you see him opening the innings with Gill?
I think if you look at the current Indian side, the one that is playing this test match right now, uh, looking at the conditions and how obviously they are different than India, Pujara has to be one of the most prepared most prepared player playing this test match for India, because he has spent a lot of time in England before the start of this test match and has got runs. So in a way, uh, when a player is dropped and when player is under question, what can he do? All he can do is get that confidence back. And Pujara did the right thing by going to county cricket, spending time there, and not only spending time there, spending quality time there. So this is the best decision he could have taken, and this is the best way you respond to the questions like that often come to you as a cricketer, that okay, what's wrong with your form, or are you at the same kind of, do you have the same energy or you know temperament at this part of at this stage of your career. Pujara is not a young cricketer, he's a veteran of Indian cricket right now, especially in this side. So I think, and the way selflessly whenever he's asked to open, ideally he likes to play at number 3, but he has been asked to open. It's a very different circumstances. There's top batters in this series, Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul. Both of them are not there. So there is enough responsibility on Pujara. And I think this is a great opportunity for him to, take forward the kind of good work he has done. And he will be feeling very confident about this. He will be feeling extremely confident about this.
We do hope he feels confident about this. Before we end this show, final question to you, Joyda. India have lost this toss and they have been put to bat first. Would you feel that India will be at a disadvantage at this stage? How do you feel the pitch will react, and how should be Team India's approach as they come out to bat, keeping in mind the weather conditions, how the pitch responds to the batters and the bowlers, and how do you see India putting up a target from here on since the innings has begun?
I think the focus is a bit different because it's supposed to be bright and sunny in the morning. It's supposed to rain in the afternoon. So when there is rain in the afternoon, there will be some moisture. There will be some cloud cover. I think England want to take advantage of that. They also want to take advantage of the fact that they don't want India to prepare and plan how they're going to bat, because they might do that watching England bat. So they want to put England wants to put India into bat without knowing what sort of wicket they say. See, once England bats on this, the Indian batters will have some idea how to bat on this wicket. So they don't want to give the display out. And also, I think the weather will has had a part in the decision as well. because with rain coming, going, stops, starts, what happens? There is moisture in the pitch. There's moisture in the air, and there's also sometimes a little bit of rain that falls on the pitch before the cover some, and they want to extract as much as advantage as they can.
Indeed, let's hope that the Indian batters put up a good show. It's the final test, and the series being tilted towards India. Let's hope India carry on with the momentum forward. This was the pre-show. We meet again at the post-show. Until then, enjoy the game, gentlemen, and we see you on the other side. Thank you very much for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you.